that map so that you can see how you copy. Hello, hello, hello. It's Auntie and Joshua. We actually started our lesson. We were doing some maths. I didn't want any interruptions during the maths, but now it's comprehension time. Can be a bit more interactive. So we here. So Terry, and if you were there and you missed it, I'm about that. But we here with you now. All right, Joshua, go. So this is it. We start off with it. We could take turns with you reading quite a bit. What a fright. Yeah, that's the name of it. You read that first paragraph. Auntie here to help you. You start at the top here, read the first paragraph. Kimani
was swimming on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
He and his friends had just swum to the coral reef and black the coral reef
Was teeming
with life.
That means full of life. Mm-hmm. There
were so many different types of fish and plants at the reef.
Mm-hmm.
The colors seeming unreal. There were shadows and yellow and purple and red. He was
tempted
to break off a piece of the coral, but when he remembered this, his teacher told him.
Telling them how
important the reef was for the
protection
of the island.
All right, I'm going to read the next paragraph. Kimani was tired. It had been a long swim. Soon he began to doze. Towering above him were 3 fierce-looking pirates. One had a black patch over one eye. Another carried a huge green parrot on his shoulder. And the third wore a hat with an emblem of a skull and a cross. They picked him up as if he weighed no more than a feather. One pirate held one arm, another pirate the other arm. All right, you go on.
This
mouth
to scream, but no sound come. He tried fighting, but his arms were firmly pinned back. He
wanted
to
shout,
to
holler,
but the sound
died
in
his throat. He was so afraid that happened to you. Yeah.
He tried to pray, but he couldn't
form
form the word was breathing.
furiously.
The,
He
he couldn't feel
feel
it
it thumping
thumping always
away
away
against
against his
chest.
chest. Next, he was.
That small paragraph supposed to be mine, so he can get the long one. Next, he was on a small boat. The pirates tied his arms and legs with a fine cord. When he tried to free his arm, the cord only cut into his flesh. The more he's straining it, cutting in, It was no use trying to escape by jumping overboard.
I wouldn't try to escape because that's the worst I
He
did.
making it tighter, probably, right? Probably the more he wriggle.
The more like he move around, the more angry the pirates will get and start to get angry.
That's true too. That's a good point. Yeah. So you got to keep quiet even if you're trying to lose. Don't let nobody see, right? Keep quiet. That was a good point, Joshua.
But he could have fled asleep still.
Pretend that he was sleeping.
Still sleeping. So like if they unleash him, he could like jump out in the water and swim back to land.
Yes. He would got to wait for like the right timing, right? Like pretend he's sleeping so that they won't be too worried about him, right? And then when you least expect it, when they're like distracted or not minding him, jump over and try. Yeah.
So they approached the pirate ship. He was
hauled aboard
and
dumped
before the pirates
leader
words were spoken that
he didn't
understand.
good boy.
When the leader words was
the leader of the pirates with there we are. The leader of the pirates with a
nod of his
head
and a
flicker
of his
whip
gave the order for Kimani to walk
walk the plank. They hold us up the plank there on the pirate ship, and you gotta walk, and then they probably push you off. Yeah. Dazed
around heads.
Dazed and not
understanding. Kimani
lay slumped
on
the deck.
the deck.
Rough
heads holding him
up.
Then they
blindfolded him
and
pushed
him on
in front.
All of a
Sudden
Kimani understood he was to walk the plank. He began to
shout,
shout the
and to plead
plead
for
his
life.
He
He
was innocent. He had not done anything. He did not
deserve
deserve this. A
a quick
quick
shove,
shove, and he was
falling
into the water.
water.
He felt the water covering him.
Mm-hmm.
He
Struggled,
and
screamed. This time,
the
sound came out loud.
and clear.
Good boy.
But he should not be like screaming because water could come at him more.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't breathe properly.
No, he was panicking.
Plus, it's salt water. Sometimes salt water is make you want to vomit.
Of course, and it makes you dehydrated. They say, like, suppose you stuck at sea and you real thirsty, don't drink salt water. It makes it a lot worse. Yeah. Kimani, what happened, man? The voice of his friend and loud laughter echoed in his ear. His friends had just emptied a bucket of water all over him. With a start, he was awake. The pirates and his capture were nothing but a dream. I'm glad to hear that. I was afraid for him, yeah, because he wasn't going to make it out. All right, let me go over the questions. What was the title of the story? Title of the story is... Title of the story is What a Fright. Getting dark already, you know. The next question is, where was Kimani?
At the beach.
Yes. What did he think about the reef? What did he think about the reef? Did he like it? Let me see. He liked it. Did he like the reef? Did he think it looked pretty? Yes.
And you mentioned that it had a lot of colors.
Exactly. A lot of bright colors. It was full of life. There were so many different types of fish. It has him fascinated, right? So many different types of fish and plants on the reef. The colors seem unreal. There were shades of yellow and purple and red. Why did he not break off any of the coral reef?
Oh, because his teacher is talking about transporting coral reefs and stuff.
Coral reef is important to protect the island, right? So we don't want to be damaging it. It's very important. When they say protect the island, I don't know, maybe a protection in the time of a storm or something. I ain't sure why we would use that word protection of the island.
Because like if a tsunami come, if it got like a lot of mangroves and coral reef, the coral reef will stop the underwater pressure coming. So all the coral reef will just stop it.
Here, my brilliant Joshua, correct. Yes. How many pirates took him away?
1, 2, 3, 4. You see
Three pairs. You see a part that says 4?
You can see it. You can see them there.
Oh, he looking at the picture. Right story, it said there were three. Okay. There were three, but how many took him away? One held one arm and the other held the other arm. So there were actually two of them holding him, right? One hold this arm and the other hold the other arm. Describe the pirates. If we look at the second paragraph, it's giving us a description about them.
There was faceless.
Fierce looking pirates, right? You know, they're looking rough.
Oh,
They're looking like they will be mean.
I was going to ask what fierce means, but you had just said it.
Yeah, you know, we usually hear that word when we're talking about a lion, fierce like a lion, and a lion is not something that will why you imagine rah, or a kind of rough thing that would be scary, right? You think, well, this thing is coming to hurt me. So the same thing with the pirates. When you see them, you don't feel too comfortable around them. You think like, hey, like I'm in danger, right?
Because the lions are the king of Africa.
Yeah, we say the lion is the king of the jungle. So other than being fierce, let's look at the physical description of these pirates. One had a black patch over one eye. Another carried a huge green parrot on his shoulder. And the third wore a hat with an emblem of a skull and a cross. They look just as scary as they probably sound. What did Kimani do when they were taking him away?
Kimani tried to scream
Mm-hmm.
and tried to come, like, to ask for help, but he couldn't.
Mm-hmm. He was so afraid that no noise came out. That ever happened to you? Right? That used to happen to me. Like, if I would get a dream and something happened, I would be trying to scream and nothing, no noise coming out. You know, you're just so paralyzed by fear. So he tried screaming, nothing coming out. He tried fighting, but they pinned back his arms. Obviously, they're stronger than him. Right? He wanted to shout and everything, but no sound was coming. He tried to pray, but he couldn't even fall. He couldn't even think clearly like how to pray. He was so afraid.
You ever cried in your dream and you was actually crying in real life?
Maybe, I don't remember that happened to you. Yeah. Yeah. It's possible maybe when I was younger. Yeah. And sometimes you get like recurring dreaming. Every time you go to sleep, you're dreaming similar things, you know? Sometimes I would dream that I'm flying, which you know is a very good dream. Sometimes I would be climbing up something. Sometimes I would dream that I'm fighting against something, you know? Every time I think, okay, got it down, it come back up. Yeah. You know your dreams have meanings. Alright. Why do you think that Himani couldn't understand the pirates? Why? Words were spoken that he didn't understand. What's the reason? They might be speaking. He can hear them, but he can't understand what they're saying. What's the reason?
They're probably like most of the pirates from different countries.
Excellent. Speaking a different language. Mm-hmm.
Like Africa and America.
Mm-hmm. They might have been Spanish, French, German, you know, some kind of something. Humanity can't understand what they're saying. Who are pirates?
Pirates are people that will take over a cargo ship or cruise ship and keep hostages and ask for a big amount of money.
Yes. This is how it goes in real life time. You know, back in those times, they used to be like after the gold and that kind of thing. They said they want to plunder your gold. Plunder as in steal. They come aboard your ship. They're looking for the gold. They're taking away whatever things they can find on your ship. They're stealing it and taking control of your ship. Now we have people do it. They don't really want to steal what's on the ship. They just want to hold you for ransom. What hold you for ransom mean? Hold you and don't let you get home, and then they will send a message, you know, whatever country you from. So you're from Barbados to send a message to somebody in Barbados. We are keeping Auntie Jessica, we are keeping Joshua captive. We are keeping them, we have them here tied up. We are not going to release them unless you send like $1 million.
If they don't have a weapon, I would take the first then sure I knock them out with it.
You will hit them over the head? Yeah. Or you can even like throw something in the eyes, you know. They normally try to say like take the fire hose or something and, you know, use the pressure to try to stop them from coming aboard, but it doesn't really work
ships
so well.
now have big water cannons and it shoot out when they see a small ship.
Yes. There was a movie, what was it? Captain. Oh gosh, Captain something. This bad. Yeah.
It was
Captain Ryan,
African?
Captain something, and the guy, the Somalian, the pirate, he came aboard. It was from a true story. Yeah.
Right. Was it?
I got Ryan in my head. I don't know.
So like there was like African color, like weird color.
Yeah, the
On a small
pirates
boat?
not on a small boat.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
and
that's
they
what
normally
they
have the
for?
guns, right? But the
So
people
that-
on the ship are not allowed to have guns. You can
so
imagine that?
for-
Yeah, and
most of
the
the-
captain was like, wash them down, try to do this, try to do that, but they can't stop them from coming on.
And they have like put glass on the stairs.
Try a lot of different things, yeah.
And also that was sitting
In the engine room,
and
he
the
watched the
captain.
movie, yeah.
And the captain was in the headquarters.
Yep. Who woke up Kimani and how did they do so?
It was his friend and they threw fresh water on
Throw
him.
water on him and woke him up. Alright, next set of questions. Why do people go to the seaside?
To take a sea bath and cleanse their body.
I do for one now. What about you? To swim, to just
And
soak,
have
and you feel
fun.
so relaxed.
Have
Yeah.
fun,
Mhm.
learn,
Yeah.
and just have fun with your friends.
Of course.
Most times when I go to the beach in Angola, I see like an event and I saw my friend Kamari. He was in the weight team and he was in the water. But the team was on the beach and stuff, but they had called him out to do something. But he said the best don't mean me
You said so?
because he's a runner and long sprint. Sprinter.
Yeah, you can have a little picnic. I think I might do it because remember I'm into solo dates. I think about having 50. I don't think I might not have enough time, but I think about having 50 solo dates in celebration of my 50th birthday. Right? But seriously though, you can do it with your family, you can do it with a special friend, you can do it by yourself, you know? Go and spend some. You don't even have to go in the water. Some people don't like to go in the water, but just sit by the seaside, listen to the waves come, you know, it's very healing, very relaxing thing to do. You could take like the sand and rub the bottom of your feet. Yeah. With low and smooth rock and so on. Yeah. Different things and relax. Feel the sea breeze and smell it. Smell the salt in the air. Yeah. Look at the sunset. Remember I said around this time now we're gonna start getting those beautiful brightly colored sunsets. Yeah. Where do you like to go on holiday?
Well, sometimes I don't really go nowhere on holidays. I would just stay home.
Well, you know, when he was living in Anguilla, he would be coming to Barbados on holiday, but no, he's living in Barbados. For me, I like nature places, right? Yeah, I have one in mind that I start saving up for next year.
But
Other than that, I have a goal. I want to go and visit Panama because it seems to be the place to be. But remember, I share also my family. My father, so my father was born there, so I want to go and connect. Yeah, I want to go now. I come to the land of my ancestors, my foreparents or whatever. I might even go and like try to research it. Yeah, so that's one place on my wish list. I really want to go and visit is Panama, and of course I want to go and visit Africa too. Yeah, I can get there, man.
some people think Africa is like a poor country, but it's not.
It's not poor. Tell them, preach it to them, Joshua. It's not very rich. Actually, we have a play. It's a very
And
popular play
Nigeria
showing
too.
now to show you how rich. Yeah. People live in some big elaborate places, man. Have a lot of money out there. What games can you play on the beach? You can play
volleyball,
volleyball,
beach basketball,
paddleball. You can play football. Yeah, some people like to play football. Oh, shopping, Belgium Foreign Garden. Shopping in you have been to Paris? Oh Lord. That sounds so lovely. That sounds really
I
nice.
think the
Yeah.
person probably already know
But
about
I'm
the
really
scams.
excited for you. Hmm?
They probably know about the scams in Paris.
The scams in Paris.
They got scammers there and they're threatening you and throw rocks at you.
You see this on TV online?
There's a
Oh.
if you're filming, they don't.
And you like to play cricket? Okay. Cricket is fine. Yes, it's true. You can play cricket on the beach. Yep. I used to like we would dig a hole if we go pretty close to the shore, and you dig till when you get water down there too. Or sometimes like your friends, your family, whoever, they will like bury you in the sand. You would dig a hole and you get down in it, and then you got to bury you, and then you can just see your head. Next time I go to my mom, I'm gonna go in the album and get some photos from when I did that as a child. Yeah. That's a lot of fun. Or you can make things, sculpt things with the sand. Like you can make a person, you can do like a house. There's actually a reality show when they have to make things, and people make some fancy things in the sand, but then you will hear them say, you only got an hour left, the tide is gonna come in. And when a certain time, then the tide is gonna come and wash it all away, but it looks like art, so beautiful.
I saw a person had read God in a different language, and they see how wouldn't go to it, but when the person had erased it, it had come back to where it was.
Really? Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. But anytime like sometimes when you're online, you can look and see like art things that people make in the sand. It's really nice. So we said what games can you play on the beach? What kinds of toys do you use on the beach? A shovel, a bucket. You can have like your floaty. You know, you can have the one that you put around your waist, or the noodles, the things you put on your arm. You have your ball. You have different things that you can play with on the beach. And you can use your snorkel if you want it. It's not really a toy, but if you like snorkeling, you can use it too. Yeah.
And if you like a beach volleyball court, you could play on that.
Yes. Excellent. Yep. Yep. And you can make little boats too and put them in the water. Yeah. Yeah, little to paper and they will float.
Paper boats don't really work.
So then people use the frisbee on the beach. You gotta be careful, you don't hit somebody, but the frisbee, yeah. I also like to eat fruit in the sea because it will be salty, especially when it's like golden apple season. Yeah, you can eat them. You can eat your akis. You can eat your mangoes, different things. What kinds of boats do you see when you go to the beach? What kind of boats do you see?
Speedboats.
Sailboats.
Like catamarans.
Yeah.
Power
Jet skis.
Oh yeah, that was mostly famous to be at the beach to see.
Yeah, glass bottom boats which are nice. You ever went on one and you sit down and you can see under there the glass. You ever had one?
I see one, but
yeah, glass bottom boats.
Online. It was like on beams. I had it on a blind see the glass. But he said, but my father says is underneath, so I tried to look underneath, but I couldn't see it.
Right, you probably gotta get in the boat and he would see it. Yeah, you can have big boats, small boats, fishing boats, right? Yeah, you will have people fishing. What birds fly around the shore? What are some birds seabirds?
Them small birds that leave the small footprints.
Yeah. You have seagulls, but it's another name for those birds. And some of them have long legs and the little feet there, you know? Maybe little marks there. Pelicans. Flamingo. I'm not sure flamingos would be around the beach though. They're more around like the salt lakes and things, as I was saying. Yeah. Penguins. Yeah. A penguin can't fly, they say fly, but a penguin walks around. Hey Jess, this is Trisha from work. Trisha, get in there. Let me beat my drum for you. I know that's you all along. My girl says she going shopping in Paris. She's a St. Lucie lady. Joshua from the north too. Joshua live in St. Peter. You live in St. Lucie? Joshua's a St. Lucie person just like you. Hey, you make me so happy. All right. Okay. What is a lighthouse? Come in.
A lighthouse is to help big ships track, because lighthouse is mainly on steep mountains.
Mm-hmm.
A lighthouse is around rough water, so it will shine the light in the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Not too bright, but it will alert the captain know that there's a mountain that area, so he could turn around and go the other way.
Wow. So bright my boy is? Yeah. So in other words, it's to help you in navigating. It's to help you to know like what direction to go. Yeah. So when he holding up the light, he's be sending like any special signal or anything to let him. Not really. He just holding the light.
Just a big light.
Oh.
It's
So
like
when
the
you see
airport
it,
light.
you will know like to be careful around this area.
Yeah, so like
I thought he used to give you like one flash too. It don't be nothing so.
it just
Auntie gonna read upon it and bring it next
it's
time.
a big light,
Mm-hmm.
and it just spin around slowly.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I bought this way, it will shine this way, and if I bought this way, it will shine that way.
Yeah. Alright, Auntie's gonna yeah, you're gonna come prepared and we're gonna talk about it a lot more next time, like hostess. I remember we went to visit that one in St. Lucie, that was North Point. I have personally actually I think been to all the lighthouses. No, I went to North Point, South Point, Needham's Point. I feel like I still forgetting one.
The
Yeah.
went to the one that
Or Ragged Point, that's in St. Philip, yeah. Mm-hmm.
the other went to the one that's still old, but the light get repaired, and it got that like internet tower looking thing.
You remember where it
The
is?
building like is a building white, and
Yeah, it probably might mean South Point. Maybe it means South Point one. You went up inside that? You just look at it.
the door was
Okay.
closed, it was locked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe you should try to develop them. People are really interested and like to see lighthouses. Alright. What is a beach, a pier, a tide? We know all of this here. A pier is like when you can walk out on the board and so on. Like that one is Spikes down, right? Walk out there.
They actually got a lot of space on it.
Yeah.
Near to the marina,
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah.
and they got
On the one there by the fisherman's pub down there. Mm-hmm.
And they got one. Oh, wait, that's where the ship is parked.
Mm-hmm. By Port St. Charles side.
Port St. Charles, they got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It got a lot for like boats. It got a lot of parking spaces for boat.
Yeah.
There's like small piers.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You got to understand. Tell me about the tides now.
The
The
tides.
changes in the tides.
You got high tide and low tide.
Yes. Yeah. And you will know like certain times, sometimes you ever at the beach and it's low tide and then you can see it start to get different. Start
Low
to
tide
change
is
out. You see
most-
the waves change and you realize when it gets in, well, it's a bit deeper now.
If you recognize if this was the shoreline and this is and then the water now here. This
Yes.
is a low tide, but if it all up here past where it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
that's a high tide.
High tide, it coming fuller now and the water coming higher up, right? Higher up on the beach. The same thing was saying like you build your sandcastle, different thing. And then it Harrison's Point. Yeah, go jump Harrison's Point, St. Lucie. Yeah. That's the lighthouse. What do you enjoy doing on the beach? What do you actually enjoy when you go to the beach?
I don't know. And if the water like bright blue, I would think of going in it, but it's not actually not.
You know so much. Yeah, he likes to be on the boat in the water, but he doesn't really like to be in the water, like swimming and sea
If it's a
bathing.
if it's a scenario that I gotta like help somebody, I'll have to get 2 life jackets.
Mm-hmm.
One for the
But
other
if you're
person,
uncomfortable
one
being
for
in the
me.
water, you can't help nobody. You will go and call for help.
But people that own boats have to be comfortable going in the water. either if they don't like to go to the beach.
So what's the problem when you go in the water? You don't like how the water feel on you? What's the problem? Are you scared?
No. No, it okay within the water, no, but it's just that the small fishes.
Oh, I remember you told me, you know how you get those small fish come around near the shore? He doesn't like to be in the water with them. Yeah. But you don't see the small fish all the time. It doesn't bother me by no means. I love to be in the water. I don't like when it's rocky, you know, like certain areas, but I love being in the water. Yeah.
But man's out just like monsters once.
You like it calm, yeah. For me, I love to be like on the sand, I like to just sit down, as I say, watch the water, watch everything, take in everything. I like to lie down. But probably not so much now that it's so hot. I like to just lie down and relax. Right, I share how I like to like take the sand and rub the soles of my feet. You must try that one, Trish. Rub the bottom of your feet.
I don't really eat food around the beaches. It makes me feel like I eat in the sand.
Oh yeah, you got the sand in it.
And when it's try to eat food, when the wind blows sand on your hand and you try to get it off, it's just
you can't get it off, so they put your sand in your food. Yeah.
And then you don't want to eat it, you just lost your appetite.
Yeah. I like to go for walks on the beach too. I do that, as I said, on Bronx Beach. From one end, from the end down to town, right up like to the Radisson, and then I come back down. That's really nice. Because I will be like walking, and you know, you're getting a little resistance from the sand, and you're feeling it. Then you look out to the sea, and you look on the sand, and most times you're seeing somebody you know, and yeah, it's pretty nice. And then in the water, I love to lay afloat. You can lay afloat. Like when you just lie down on your back there.
On the pool I'll do it, but not in the sea.
Not in the sea, yeah. But you know, most people really good at diving. I've said this already. Most people can dive easily, but not lay afloat. Because when you lay afloat, you gotta relax your body, and most people is like stiffen up. As you stiffen up, you can sink. But me, I could just lie down, relax myself. I say I must be full of air. But when I try to dive, I be coming back up. The moon is responsible for the tides. Yeah, it's true. So there's two things we got to read about lighthouses and the relation between the moon. You could check this yourself to the relationship between the moon and the tides. Yeah.
If you're going underwater and keep coming back up, you got to like stay underwater, hold your breath. If you got a snorkel, hold your breath. Because the snorkel will be underwater too, and then you can swim underwater, but you have to hold it for a long while.
But when I try, I be bouncing back up to the top. So
like your back is built on the
it's come up, yeah. I will try and I will go down, and then it's just pop back up all the time. Be holding my back for everything.
That's called buoyancy.
I'm very buoyant. I full of gas. I'm very buoyant. Hear my boy calling big words? Buoyancy. He's correct. Yeah, I'm very buoyant. Therefore, that's why I float so easily. I could like, don't I even could put my hand behind my head and lock my foot. Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. And I swim too.
I would trust a floating in the pool, but not in
the water. You're so confident with it.
When the water just there roughing up, so when the wave coming in and out,
yeah,
they keep pulling me out farther and pulling me across.
Yeah, so you're comfortable with that. You gotta be careful. And the next question is the sea always the same? Oh, Daddy out there, so we're gonna finish. This is gonna be our last thing. Is the sea always the same?
The sea is not always the same.
No.
Because sometimes it could turn rough.
Yeah.
And it could turn very, very calm and very, very clear.
Correct.
And you can see straight through the water. Sometimes.
Yeah. So it can't always be the same. It changes. Sometimes it's rough, as he says, sometimes it's calm. So give a little word of encouragement. Then we got Trish. Trish is not one of the little people. Trish is one of the big people like me. But Trish can still get some encouragement from you. What you got to say? Something, you know? What positive thing you have to say to my Trishy boo-boo? Oh, it can't be that you and you all can't wear you play against shy now. Cause Trish watching you and you don't know about Trish. what encouragement? It can be something to do with the beach. It can be something to do with anything. You don't got not one word to say.
Don't go too far in the ocean, or you might get carried away with the ocean.
You hear that, fishy boo? I don't know if you like to go in the sea, but he's telling you don't go too far. When you go to the sea, don't go too far, or you might get carried away. Right? So you want you to be safe and so on. Yeah. That's great. That's great happens. I guess I would give some advice like to keep balance, from different things how we have been talking. Yeah. You gotta be able to float. You can't let yourself get too heavy, too bogged down and so on, way down. Because then you can sink. But then on the other hand, you can't have yourself just floating through life. You still gotta stay grounded. So you want to be balanced.
A lot of food before you go on the boat. Worst idea, just eat something nice and light that will still fill you. Because when you're underwater, that does make you feel seasick too.
Yeah. I can't decide. I get this invitation to go on a catamaran cruise, for somebody's birthday. And they normally get seasick. I don't stand a chance. I always seasick. Yeah. Even like I do like a simulation thing, I stand up and like watching that thing and yeah.
All you gotta do just stay calm, drink water, eat like before you go on the boat. That's helped me too. I don't even eat and go on the boat and I don't feel sick. When you're going up and down on the waves, it just tickle your stomach.
Yeah. Well, I know it will just tickle it, but really tickle. Anyhow, we gonna finish this next time. Cause Joshua time out. Joshua. So next time we come, we doing this. You will get your puzzle time. Cause you didn't get no puzzle time today, right? And then I think we might do a composition. We might get a little guitar time too. We'll see how the time goes, right? Yeah. All right, fishing. Have a wonderful weekend. Say bye-bye to Trishy Bubble. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for joining us, keeping us company. All right, we had a lot of fun with you. If you want to join again, I'll be on again 10 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah. Right? And then Joshua. Oh, Joshua said he can tune in tomorrow too, but Joshua normally comes for his lessons Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays around this kind of time. 4:30 and so on. Have a great weekend. I wish you a great weekend too, beautiful.
I might tune in.
Bye-bye.
If I don't go by my iPad before